Hello, you are welcome. Today we want to talk about application of sword in solving triangles. Okay, now when we want to solve these triangles, first we know that we have three types of triangles: isosceles triangles, equilateral triangles, and scaling triangles. A triangle is when three straight lines meet together. A shape, a polygon formed with three straight lines meeting together. Now, having said that, we're going to work on, let's say you are using equilateral triangle. You know that in equilateral triangle, we have that the three sides are equal. We can call them two, right? Now, if I have here as my A, let me have A, B, and C. Now let me have a line dividing them into two equal parts. Then this diagram will give me this. I will automatically have another diagram where I have divided A and B. A, B, and C. Here can be my N. Okay? We can call here N, but here remains my 2. Here remains my 2. Then here now, having divided this part into 2, here will be 1 and here will be 1. Okay? In equilateral triangle, we also know that the interior angles of equilateral triangles are equal. That means if I have here to be 30 degrees, I will have here to be 30 degrees, and I will have here to be, sorry, if I have here to be 60 degrees, I will have here to be 60 degrees, and I have here to be 60 degrees. Reason being that if the sum of angles in equilateral triangle is what? 180 degrees. Then if I divide it into 2 now, you see that 60 have been divided into 2. Here will now be what? 30 degrees. And here will be also 30 degrees. Okay. Now, having done this, there is still one other thing we've not done. This diagram will lead us to this. Okay. This diagram will lead us. Let us bring out one part of the diagram. Okay. Then we are going to have that. Before that, we are going to say that line line AN is perpendicular to line AN is perpendicular to line BC. You know what that means? If it is perpendicular to line BC, that means here is 90 degrees and here is also 90 degrees. Okay. So having done that, remember we've established that here is 60 degrees. So supposing we are bringing out one right angle triangle now, because we've established that here this line is perpendicular to this and this. Now, a perpendicular line is a line that join at a point, meets the other line at a point. Maybe this is a line. This line is perpendicular if it meets at right angle. So that is what I mean by perpendicular line. Now, if I take this, if I take out one of these now, I'm going to have something like this, which is a right angle triangle. Okay, then here will be my 90, then here will be my 60 degrees, and here will be my what? 30 degrees. So here now we have 2 here, we have 1 here. Then what will be here? We call it X. Okay, for us to get this X, we apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now applying Pythagoras theorem, what we need to do, we now say that Pythagoras theorem states that, okay, now the square of the longest side of the triangle, right angle triangle, is equal to the sum of the square of the two sides, which is opposite and what? Adjacent. If I square here, square here, square here, the square of this place is equal to the square of this place plus square of this place. What do I mean by that? I can call there, the square of there is 2 square will be equals to x square plus 1 square. Okay, 2 square will be equals to x square plus 1. Or 2 square is what? 4. You see? Good. Now make x square subject of formula, which means 4 minus 1 is equals to x square. So what do I mean? 3 will be equals to x square. Then x square will be equals to square root. X square is equals to 3. So that x will be equals to square root of x square. square root of 3. Okay, we have gotten the value of x now. Okay, now which means here is square root of 3. Here is square root of 3, and I can boldly put square root of 3 here also. Okay, so we want to, how do we use this to solve a triangle? We've established from Pythagoras theorem. Okay, then we have gotten the other side that is remaining. Then they may ask you this question. Okay, from here now we are going to have what is called sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Okay, now how do we get all those things? Is by applying the main rules. Like for instance, now this diagram is complete. Okay, or even if we use this one, we can say that sine 30, sine 30 degrees. What is sine 30 degrees? Sine 30, now with respect to 30 degrees, this is will be opposite over hypotenuse. And opposite over hypotenuse is 1 over 2. Okay, that is the equivalent value of sine 30. And which will, in decimal, it will give you 0.5. Okay, right? That is exactly what it is. It is still the same thing. Now, when you get this, what will be tan 30 degrees? Tan 30 will be adjacent, opposite over adjacent, which is 1 over root 2, which is 1 over root 3. Opposite over adjacent. Now, and remember, based on the solve we are solving, you cannot leave this way. So we are going to have it as what? 1 over root 3. We do what? We rationalize. Times root 3 over root 3. So that will give us 1 times root 3 is root 3 over root 3 times root 3 is root 9, which will give us root 3 over 3. Okay, so that is tan 30. What of cos 30 now? Cos 30 will be what? Cos 30 is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is equals to, our adjacent is what? Root 3 over 2. Okay, now having done this, supposing a triangle like this is given to us. Supposing a triangle like this is given to us. Let me draw just a right angle triangle. Supposing a right angle triangle like this is given to us, where I have here to be my theta, and I have here to be my, let's say here is my x. Okay, let's say here is 30 degrees, and I have here to be 5 cm. Then I say here is 4 cm. Maybe here is 3 cm. They say find the longest side. Find x. They say find x from here. Solution. Now, okay, you may like, okay, let me apply Pythagoras theorem to get this. Okay. Another way you can also use to get it is by saying, here I can use, this is my opposite of a hypotenuse. This is my opposite because this side is facing here. So opposite of a hypotenuse is what? Sine theta. Where I can say sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, which means sine theta here is 30 degrees is equals to, what is my opposite? 4 over x. Okay, now, but sine 30, what is sine 30? Is 1 over 2. So I can have it as sine 30 is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is equals to 4 over x. So I can cross multiply. This times this and this times this. I have x is equals to, this times this is what? 8 cm. So you can get here, you can get here as your 8 cm with respect to this 30 degrees. So that is how you can solve it. We are using solved format now to solve a triangle. There are other ones, they can give you sine 60. They can give you anything. So anything you are given, so you should be able to know exactly what you want so that you will not even fall into trouble. So this is very, very simple. If there is anywhere you don't get, you can ask a question. So let us have that they ask us evaluate Okay, let me have this, and I have my, let me say 60 degrees. Um, let me say this is my 8 cm, 4 cm. They say here is x. They say find x. So, or let me say they gave us only one, only one, okay, 4 cm. Let me say they did not give us here. They say find the value here. Okay, they give us only one side and say find the value here. The only point now is consider is, okay, what is this? This is our opposite and this is our adjacent. Opposite of our adjacent is tan theta. So you are going to say tan 60 degrees is equals to opposite. What is our opposite? X over 4. Okay, what is tan 60? To get tan 60, you come back here. Tan 60 with respect to 60 degrees. Okay, you can use this with respect to 60 degrees. Tan opposite. This is opposite over adjacent. This is our adjacent. If you want to use this one, tan 60. This is our opposite. This is our adjacent. Same thing. Our tan 60 will be root 3. Okay. Tan 60 is root 3 is equals to x over 4. So what do we do? X now will be equals to 4 times root 3 is 4 root 3. So this is the answer. It is just very, very simple. So the only thing you need to know is that for you to be able to solve, to apply surd in solving anything trigonometry or triangle, please, you should be first be able to familiarize with all your trigonometric ratios. All your trig ratios. You should be able to know how you can use your diagrams, your triangle, equilateral triangle to get all those values. If you can get them, I bet you it is very simple. You will always enjoy it because mathematics is a subject or a subject to be enjoyed. It's not a subject to endure. Okay. Thank you and have a very blessed day. In case if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe and my God will bless you.